real life what will be the three-dimensional figures, and I've explained the formula for cube and cuboid. Today we'll move on to the next modules. Next we'll move on to prism. Yes, prism. Here the prism has total 5 faces. See, this is one, this is another one, and this is the third one. These three faces combined together, we can call it as the lateral surface area of a prism. And there are two triangles here. This is one triangle, and this is one triangular side. These two combinedly total 5 surfaces. Altogether, we call them total surface area of the prism. And these are the formulae for prism. The LSA will be perimeter of a base into height, and the TSA will be lateral surface area plus two triangles, two area of triangles. See here, two triangles are there. This one is blue in color and this one is red in color. Two area of a triangle, and the volume will be area of a base into height. Next, this is pyramid. The pyramid is, this is a right pyramid. The base is in the form of a square. See, and the pyramid will have how many surfaces? This is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the base is in the form of a square. And we'll see what will be the formulae for surface areas and volumes of the pyramid. The LSA will be half of the perimeter of a base into slant height, and TSA will be LSA plus area of a base, and volume will be 1/3 of area of a base into height. Here the perimeter is 1/2 perimeter of a base, whereas the volume, look at the volume of the pyramid, it is 1/3 of area of a base. Why 1/3? Because the pyramid will be 1/3 the area of a cube. The cube area will be area of a base into height, that is a cube. Here the area of a base into height and 1/3 of cube volume. Next one, this is a cylinder. This is a cylindrical shape. You will be seeing this cylinder shape in your regular life, like a cooking cylinder look like this only. The cylinder will have two circular shapes on top and bottom, and this is lateral surface area of a cylinder, and this is a circle that is in the top, and bottom is also look like a circular shape. And these are the radius of the, this is the radius of the circular shape, that is base of the cylinder, and this one is the height of the cylinder. And let us see what will be the formula for surface areas and volumes of the cylinder. The lateral surface area will be, as all we know, the perimeter of a base into height. The perimeter, the base is look like a, how it is look like? It looks like a circle. What will be the circumference of a circle? That is perimeter of the circle. It will be 2 pi r. Yes, 2 pi r. That is perimeter of a base into height 2 pi r. H will be LSA of a cylinder, and TSA will be 2 pi r into r plus h, and the volume will be, look at the volume, the area of a base into height. What is the area of a circle? It is pi r square. So the volume of the cylinder will be pi r square h. See here, I have given in detail. Next, this is a cone. This cone, how it look like? It look like a joker cap, and it look like ice cream cone also. And the base, how it is? The base is in a circular form, and this is a cone, and this red line segment is a radius of the cone, and the blue line segment is the height of the cone, and the green line segment is the slant height of the cone. And these are the formulae for cone. The lateral surface area will be pi r L, and here L will be the slant height. This is the slant height. This one is the slant height of the cone. So when you look carefully, this resembles a right angle triangle, isn't it? The right angle triangle, this is the slant height, this is hypotenuse of the right angle triangle, and this one is the height of the right angle triangle, and this one is the base of the right angle triangle. According to Pythagoras theorem, we can say that the square on the hypotenuse will be equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. Yes, therefore here L square will be R square plus H square. If R value and H value is given, we can easily find out the lateral surface area. First we have to find out what is the value of L, then we have to substitute the L value for finding out the LSA. And here look at the total surface area formula also. It is pi r into r plus L. And volume here, is there any connection between the volume of a cylinder and volume of a cone? Both formulae look same, but here in cone there is 1/3 is added. This is because the cone volume will be 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder. If the height and radius of both cylinder and cone are equal, then the cone volume will be 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder. When you fill water in this conical shape and when you pour this water 3 times into the cylinder, that cylinder will be filled. So this cone will be 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder. Next one is sphere. This is a sphere. It does not have a lateral surface and total surface variation in this. This is there will be only surface area. So LSA and TSA will be same for sphere, and this is the radius of the sphere. And see here, the LSA and TSA will be same, 4 pi r square, and the volume of the sphere is 4/3 pi r cube. This is hemisphere. In hemisphere, this white portion will be lateral surface, and the pink portion, when you added this pink base to this lateral surface, the total will become the total surface area. See, this one is the lateral surface. When you add this one to this, that the whole thing will be the total surface area of the hemisphere. This model is hemisphere, and what will be the formula for this hemisphere? Let us see. The lateral surface area will be 2 pi r square, half of the sphere. The LSA of sphere is 4 pi r square. Hemisphere is half of sphere, therefore it is 2 pi r square, and TSA will be 3 pi r square. Why 3 pi r square? Because this white portion is 2 pi r square, and one more circle is added to this, base is added to this. This circle area is pi r square. When you add one more pi r square to this, it will become 3 pi r square, and volume will be half of the volume of the sphere. 4/3 pi r cube will be the volume of the sphere, and here it is 2/3 pi r cube. Next, these are the key points to remember the formula. How to remember the formula is a big task, and you usually forget the formula, and you'll confuse one formula and another formula. You'll get more confused regarding these formulas, and when you remember these tricks, what I have told, explained till now, all tricks you follow and you practice well. And this is a consolidation table I have given for each and every model. Here 6 solid figures I have, 3D figures I have mentioned, and the LSA will be common for the all this. LSA will be the perimeter of a base into height, and the volume will be area of a base into height. This common trick we have to use, and the same, if you know the area of area perimeter of a square, rectangle and circle very well, you can easily find out the LSA and volume for all these 3-dimensional figures. And there is a correlation between connection between this cylinder and cone and cube and pyramid. There is a connection. see, cube and pyramid will be 1:3 ratio, and this one, the pyramid and cone will also be in a, the cone will be 1/3 of cylinder. Let us know how till now I have explained each and every formula in detail, and let us see how many students will remember, how many students understood these formulas. Let us test your knowledge. Here I have given a blank table, and this table, each and every student you draw in your notebooks, and regularly you try to write the formula. If you write the formula, you don't get confused, and you'll be perfect in writing the formula. Once you get the formula, that is the main foundation step for the command on this mensuration chapter. The formula is very important. Formula based chapter it is. Unless you get the formula, you can't solve the problems in that. The main thing is there are three important points. First, you have to understand the problem. Draw a suitable diagram for the problem. You read one or two times the question and draw the correct suitable diagram, and you take correct formula, approximately correct exact same formula, and what selection of the formula is also very important. And LSA, you should not confuse between lateral surface and total surface, and volume also. You should have a clear idea what is the LSA and what is the TSA and what will be the volume of three-dimensional figures. And this differentiation you should know. And here, this cube, let us take the cube, and what is the formula for cube lateral surface? Lateral surface area of a cube. Is there any formula here below? Yes, the lateral surface. What is the lateral surface area of a cube? It is 4a square. See, 4a square. Is it coming or not? Yes. The lateral surface area of a cube is 4a square. And next, cuboid. Cuboid, what will be the cuboid? Is there any formula below? Yes. The volume of a cuboid will be, which one is missing? LBH. LBH is cuboid. Is it LSA, TSA or volume? Which one it is? It is volume of a cuboid. Next one, prism. Is there any suitable formula below this table for prism? Which one is missing? LSA plus 2 into area of a triangle. This formula is fit for which one? LSA, TSA or volume? Which one? Yes, you are correct. It is total surface area of a prism. Next one is pyramid. Pyramid, which formula is there here? Which formula is missing? So this formula went off. This will be the right. It is lateral surface area of a pyramid. It is 1/2 perimeter of a base into slant height. Next one, cylinder. Which formula is missing? 2 pi r into r plus h. This formula is for, yes, it is total surface area of a cylinder. Next one, which formula? Three formulas were remaining. Which one is going? Cone. 1/3 pi r square h. What is the, is it LSA, TSA or volume? Which one? Yes, it is the volume of a cone. Next, two formulae were remaining. So one is missed, and this one is sphere LSA, and the last one is, yes, it is TSA of hemisphere. Yes, we have solved. Everyone, I think everyone understood what is the formula and how to learn the formula and how to remember the formula and how to practice it and how to get mastery over the formulas. And once you know the trick, once you practice, when you grow up also, you can remember the formulae. And this mensuration, it is very important further when you grow up, when you go for the competitive exams and all. This mensuration is more useful for you, and to solve the problems also. Mensuration is very important topic. It will come in paper 2 in SSC Max, and this carries about 12 to 13 marks. 4 marks compulsory question you will get, and 2 marks, 1 mark you'll get, and some fill in the blanks also you'll get from this chapter. I think everyone has understood the formulas in mensuration, and how to remember that, and what is the trick behind it, what are the key points, and how to remember the formula, how to connect the formulas and remember, and everything I have explained in detail. Everyone understood these formulas. You regularly practice. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you very